lady that everyone here in the Quad Cities has been talking about. And joining us now, a very familiar face, especially here in the Quad Cities, Rock Island's own and Tennessee softball standout Taylor Pannell, fresh off an amazing postseason run. Taylor, first and foremost, thanks for getting out of bed when you're done with the season and joining me this morning. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been a fun season and postseason especially. Before I get into that, we spoke, you were on the show, I think in February probably, and we talked about the upcoming season and how excited you were. Going back then and now where we are now, if I would have told you back then that this would have all happened, what would you have said?
No, I don't know. It would have been crazy to think that far ahead, like with the team and the growth that we had for the season. It was just really cool to see how this team made it all the way.
Absolutely. So you playing in the college softball World Series. Take me back to little young Taylor. I got to imagine that most softball players, that's the ultimate dream, the ultimate goal. That just happened for you. What was that like? And was that something that you've always wanted to accomplish and do?
No, yeah, I think it was just a really surreal moment for me. I went to like all the World Series growing up and just like watching it and thinking like these kids were just idols, and being able to play in it was really cool. And it just felt like just playing softball, but like looking back, like realizing like so many people were watching.
Yeah. Was there a pinch me moment while there? Was it the first drive up to the stadium? Was it when you took the field? Was it first at bat? Was there a moment where you're like, oh my God, this is the goal. This is something I always wanted to do, and I'm here and I'm doing it.
I think mine was like the home run, because like that's something I can say forever is I hit a home run at the World Series. And like that was just really crazy to me. And I think once I saw it go out and I saw the umpires like hands moving, like I was like freaking out. I think I blacked out the whole time.
Remember watching it, thinking to myself, slow down. Like
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
you got around the bases so fast that I'm like, enjoy it a little bit. What was that like? And I know that you said you blacked out, and I believe you, but to be greeted at home plate, you've probably gone back and watched it too. I hope you have. What was that like? That moment, getting to home plate and seeing your teammates waiting for you and all that kind of stuff.
No, I think it was so exciting, and I don't think it could have come out of like a more perfect moment. Like we were tied at that game, or like something happened, and like it was just a really big hit for my team, and then it was like just a really special moment, and so it was just cool to be able to celebrate with everyone in the dugout.
No, absolutely. Let's talk about the season and leading up to it, because as we talked, a good season last year, but coming back from an injury your freshman year, and the SEC, Taylor, my God, it was like basically shuffling a deck who was number 1, 2, 3, 4 in the nation and all that kind of stuff. What did you learn about this team during the season, and when did you realize that this was a really good softball team that could do the things that you guys accomplished this year?
No, I think once we beat Oklahoma, beat Texas, like we could beat anyone. And I think that was really a pivotal moment for us, is just realizing like we are young, but we're good. And just knowing that we could play with anyone. And especially like SEC is the best of the best. And like going into postseason, super regionals was just like an SEC series. And no matter what happened that first game, we had 2 more games to win. And just knowing that we face the best, and whoever we play is just going to be just another good team.
Talk about yourself during the regular season, because it was an awesome year. You hit 399. Why not 400, Taylor? Why
That's what I'm saying.
399?
When I finished, I was just like, are you like I was like, bro, like you gotta be kidding.
I was going through your stats this morning and I looked down. I go, man, it would be really cool to say 400, but 399 is awfully good too. So don't be too bad on yourself. 65 hits, 66 hits would have got you to 400, but I digress. 62 RBIs. When did you feel comfortable this season, knowing that like you obviously had expectations on yourself this year, but the hard work and everything was coming to fruition on the softball field again?
No, yeah, I think it was just coming back in the winter, just getting comfortable again, like, and just, I mean, last year I was kind of like iffy, like where I would be at just in the lineup. But this year coming back, like I had a pretty good idea I was going to be in the lineup every game, and just getting more comfortable with that and not letting like one failure set me back, and just keep going each game. And I think I was pretty comfortable just like in the beginning of the season, and yeah, it just kept going.
Look at the you. We talked about the home run, but I wanted to go back to the regionals and up 1-0 against Nebraska. Your goal is to everybody's, but like a goal is a dream is to go to the college softball World Series, and there's a pop fly to the left side of the infield to third base, foul territory. Does that ball seem like it's up there for forever, or can you take me through those moments of recording that out and the celebration, all that kind of stuff as well?
No, I was literally just thinking, catch the ball. Like, it'd be so embarrassing if I dropped it. So I was just like, catch it. And then I don't know what happened. I just threw my glove through everything, and everyone just like ran to the mound.
Those type of moments, what are they? I mean, and people watching this, they've had successes in their life, etc. But those type of moments on those stages, and you've had so much success in your softball career, but those type of moments and those type of celebrations, I can't fathom how exciting they are. Can you talk about what it was like being with your teammates, not just in that moment, but I'm sure the couple hours afterwards and just the celebration and what you guys got to go through?
No, yeah, I think it was just really exciting. Like, at that moment, we knew we were going to the World Series, and everyone was like looking around, like freaking out. That was like sort of like a pinch me, like, this isn't real moment. Like, that's a moment where I was like, no way, like, we're going to the World Series. And then, like, we were just out there, like, celebrating, taking pictures for about like 30 minutes after the game.
It had to be amazing. But there was more work to do. You guys get to the World Series, and Taylor, you were cranky about not getting at 400. How about 571? When it comes to the postseason and the home run as well. You didn't just go to the college softball World Series. You played well on the biggest stage. And I know it's a team game, and I get that, and I know that's the answer and all that kind of stuff. But to be on that stage and to perform at that level, talk about what kind of success that means to you.
No, yeah, I think looking back, and I was like, dang, like one of the hits I didn't get the World Series could have been the 400. But at that point, it's just like there's really nothing to stress about, nothing to lose. Like, we're just going out there and playing. Like, that's why I feel like I freed up a little bit at the World Series. I mean, it's weird to say like I played my best there and I played with no pressure there, because it's like we made it. Like, the pressure I was putting on myself the games before, it's to get to this stage. So there was really nothing to lose at that point.
I want to go back to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2023. And we talked when you're on the show earlier this year that you were injured, and everybody knows you got injured as a freshman. And I loved talking to you in February, I think it was, because you talked about how it separated Taylor Pannell, the softball player, and Taylor Pannell, the person. Going back to the injury, nobody likes an injury. It was heartbreaking, those kind of things. But in the long run, you did learn a lot about yourself during it, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I just learned how to have fun playing the game and not put so much pressure on myself, and that it's literally just a game. And at the end of the day, you're going to stop playing the game at some point. And that's why I think I can just like have more fun and free up while playing.
Um, During that injury, if I would have told you now, I told you then what happened now, what would you have said? Because I'm sure there were doubt and frustrations and getting healthy again and all those kind of things. Did the injury make this success more special, if that makes any sense?
No, yeah, I think it did. I think just like the whole comeback aspect of it was pretty cool. And I think just like sitting out my freshman year was hard. So actually getting to play in it was pretty cool. And just like actually saying I played in the World Series now that I just didn't go and just sit and watch my team play. So yeah, I think it was just pretty cool and full circle moment.
Did you have any doubts when you were injured that you could eventually get back to the spot?
Um, yes and no. I think it was just a long process. I think it was just long, and at one point it just wasn't getting any better. And then we had to like mess around with it, figure out what was wrong again, and then just get back to it. It was just a long process.
No, absolutely. Okay, I took you back 3 years. I'm going to take you back, I think, 6 years, maybe seven. I'm doing math in my head, Taylor, and that's dangerous. I'm going to say 6 years. I was lucky enough to do a story on you when you were a freshman in high school. I'm going to play for you. We'll let everybody watch it, and then we'll chat about it. So here you go. Softball success is nothing new for Taylor Pannell. The Rock Island freshman has been making an impact on the diamond nearly her entire life.
When I was very little, I played like every single sport, but softball was the one that stuck out to me the most because I had the most fun.
Along with that love of the game came a lot of talent. Pannell quickly made a name for herself nationally playing travel softball. Last year, as a 13-year-old 8th grader, Pannell verbally committed to SEC Power Auburn.
My process was very quick. Some say it takes a long time, but mine was throughout 1 year. I just fell in love with Auburn. It just was a lot of relief because it was just done and over with, and I didn't have to think about it anymore.
With one of life's biggest decisions out of the way, Pannell has now turned her attention to high school.
Good focus right here.
And a spot with the defending state champs.
Lady Rocks on 3, 1, 2, 3. Lady Rocks.
At the beginning, I was very nervous. I just knew I had to play what I knew, like how I played softball.
Those jitters quickly settled thanks in big part to an experienced group of seniors, led by fellow D1 recruit Ashley Peters.
Coach Allison told me from day one that I needed to take her under my wing.
I wasn't worried one bit when we have a freshman like Taylor. That my seniors are going to take care of them, and they know because that someone took care of them.
You just have to go out and play your game and not really worried about what the outside thinks. I just tell her to play relax, like she has nothing to lose.
My teammates made it a lot comforting coming in. They all had my back when I struggled at the beginning, and they all just picked me up.
Pannell is quickly proving she belongs, hitting over 450 with 5 home runs already this season. But the freshman had to prove it to herself first.
The at-bat that made me feel the most at home was my home runs against Rockridge. That's when I'm I can do it. It's fine now. It just took a lot of relief and pressure off.
With her distant future plans already in hand, Pannell knows the work has just begun.
We're at the team getting us better and stuff like that, but I still have to work on myself and getting me better as well, because college is a lot different than where I am now.
You know, excited for her to be here 3 more years, and I'm sure she's not really worried about that until it gets closer to that time, and she's going to work on getting better here in the spring, and then through the summer, and then the fall, and then can kind of continue it for the next 3.5 years that she has left.
Taylor, you were just a baby back then.
That's so weird.
So first off, the thing that obviously hops out is the commitment to Auburn, which obviously switched eventually to Tennessee. Pretty good decision, right?
Yeah.
That worked out pretty good, obviously. But what would you tell that young lady, that young girl back there? What were you, 15, probably?
I don't even think that, maybe.
2019. So I don't want, maybe 14?
15, 14, yeah.
Yeah. What would you tell her, or what would she think about what you're doing now?
I mean, I think she wouldn't believe it. I think it'd be pretty cool. I feel like I've always had high expectations and just knew I could get there. But actually seeing it come to fruition just is really, it's just cool to see that Taylor versus where I am now.
Absolutely. You look at that program too, and we talked about it last time, and I just told you before we started the interview that this Quad Cities and Rock Island, everybody was softball crazy for a little bit because of everybody was talking about what Taylor Pannell was doing. Talk about Rock Island and what that program means to you, and then just the love that you probably can feel from the Quad Cities area.
No, yeah, I've got a lot of messages, especially from Coach Al. He has kept in touch with me throughout this whole season, which is pretty special. And just seeing the people I played with on the team reach out to me is pretty cool. But yeah, no, I'm excited to go back home this summer and just hang out with the people that I played with on that team.
We had Coach Hudnall on the show when Rock Island won a Western Big Six championship this year. And we talked about you, and she talked about how you still have an influence on those girls all the way down in Tennessee, and they're watching you. What does that mean? And do you realize the impact of what you're doing to young girls here in the Quad Cities and at Rock Island High School?
No, yeah, I think I'm oblivious to all the people because it's so weird to me because it's I don't think of it like that at all. I think I'm just playing softball how I did my whole life, and it's pretty cool that this is a way bigger stage. But I can't even picture that. It's so weird when people are not idolizing me in a sense, that it's just weird.
Taylor,
and I don't realize that.
You have fans. I know you don't want to, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I just see myself as I was at high school, just playing softball. And I think it's just so awesome that I am able to represent Rock Island on a bigger stage and play for these little girls that are looking up to me that one day could be me.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty awesome that like I still have an impact on this program that impacted me to get here.
That's fantastically said. And you're a modest young lady, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Okay. So like, before we let you go, we got to talk about the future because you're not done. Obviously, you're gonna be busy this summer playing a little ball. But the goal, there's like one championship that I don't think you've won yet, and it's that big one. That's the whole thing. You get 2 more years at Tennessee, a place you love. How excited are you for the future at Tennessee and beyond?
No, I'm really excited. I think the team's coming back, and I think we're going to be the same team basically as last year, and we just have to more time to grow and get better. So I'm excited because we were so close this year.
Do you do you embrace those expectations? Because next year, I'm just assuming the national rankings are going to come out in the preseason. Excuse me, and you're going to be there in the top 5, and you're going to be an SEC favorite. You're going to be a like. Do you want to embrace those expectations that'll be coming?
No, yeah, but I think this year our thing was being the underdogs. Like we came in Oklahoma, Texas underdogs. Like we went to the World Series as one of the lower ranks. And even against Nebraska, people were pulling for Nebraska. And I think it was pretty cool to like show people like, no, like we can win and we have a really good shot at winning.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, a few fun questions. Last time I asked you your favorite place to eat up here, I think you gave Cactus some love, which was nice. We've eaten there recently as well. Um, are you superstitious? And if you're superstitious, what kind of superstitions might you have?
No, I'm not really superstitious, but like if I get Starbucks before the game and I do good, I'll probably go to Starbucks the next day just as like an excuse to get Starbucks. But I don't think I can be superstitious because if I do bad, then I'll probably freak out and like throw everything away.
That's well said. Anything to get Starbucks, right? I think that's
Yeah,
the ultimate
basically.
goal. um, if you could have dinner with one person in the entire world, anybody you wanted to have dinner with, who would it be and why?
Oh, I don't know. I would say like the president. Something like I could just I'll have like a list of questions to ask about like big things and I'll just
Okay.
ask.
I like that. I like that. If you weren't playing softball, I don't know if I asked you this question last time. I don't think I did. But if you weren't playing softball, what sport would you want to be playing or would you be playing if you could?
I think volleyball. I think that's really fun to watch. It's very fast paced and it's a team sport again. So yeah, probably volleyball.
Awesome. All right, before we let you go, last one. I know I went to school with your mom, and I saw her on national TV getting interviewed, which was a trip, and she killed it. She did awesome. But I know mom and dad and your entire family are very important to you. Can you talk about sharing not just this moment, but like this season and everything with them? Because I know they've been such a great foundation for you that I'm sure you enjoyed the ride with them as well, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, they think I've had someone here for every tournament or series except I don't know, probably like one or two, but that those are far trips. But just their dedication to come down, take time off work, and just support me is awesome. And even my sister's gotten like excited to come down, which is pretty cool. And like my grandparents were coming down. It was just a pretty cool experience this year, just to have everyone supporting me.
I lied. I do have one more. We had Anna Wohlers on at Auburn, and she said like she's almost like a Southerner now. She's saying y'all, and she's doing that kind of stuff. Are you a Tennessee? Like, are you y'alling it? Are you doing all that kind of stuff? Are the Southern culture rubbing off on you in any way?
No, I think y'all is just an easier way. I think it takes less time to say.
That's true. It's
It's a
very true.
lazy way of saying you all.
It's true. But you love the Knoxville area. I've
No,
been
I
down there
do.
a
I
few
do.
times, and it's just an awesome area, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Everyone's just so nice here, and the people here are just great.
No, absolutely. Well, Taylor, I really do appreciate the time. This, as always, has been a ton of fun. As I mentioned, the Quad Cities are super proud of you. Get ready to be bugged a little bit, I think, when you come home. I know you want to spend time with family and all that kind of stuff, but I think you'll be a wanted commodity here in the Quad Cities, and rightfully so. Stay healthy, and I can't wait to watch you the next 2 years. I appreciate your time.
Yep, thank you.
Awesome. That is Taylor Pannell, standout at Tennessee, a fantastic season, a fantastic postseason, fresh off the College Softball World Series. Still 2 more years left for her. And of course,